Hi everybody, it's Debbie here and welcome back to my Crafty Den. I'm really glad you could join me today. If you're new, then thank you very much for clicking on that button and deciding to watch this video. I really hope you enjoy what you see. And if you do, maybe you could consider hitting that subscribe button and the like button as well, and give this a big old thumbs up. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so glad you could come back, and I appreciate each and every single view on my channel. So today I have a bit of a messy desktop, but today I am trying to add something to my wreath on my front door to give it a little bit of a spring Easter feel. And yeah, so I have one wreath here, like one wreath, and it's the one that we got when we were out here at Christmas time. We got it just before Christmas at a discount price, and it doesn't have the regular fir tree branches on it, the pine branches or spruce branches. It kind of has a boxwood leaf on it, so it's a very neutral wreath. And what I've done is I just pulled the berries off of it, and these are the berries that I pulled off, and there's maybe 4 or 5 little sprigs of these, and they're a really good quality berry. So I'm going to save these because I will probably put them back on next year. And the wreath fits between my front door and the glass of my storm door really well and shows up nicely from the road. So I don't want to change out the wreath, but what I thought I would do is try to kind of embellishment for each season, and then maybe do something different for my side door, which is actually the door that we use to come into the house. So I picked up this package last year at Dollarama, $2.50 right there. And it's a decorate your own Easter bunny kit for kids. But I didn't realize when I bought it how much stuff was actually in here. So there's a package of sequins, there's a bunch of string, there are a ton of these. I don't know if you can see them on the camera. See right here, there's a ton of these little punch outs for flowers, carrots, bunny faces, all kinds of things that you can put on these to decorate them. And there are 8 of these in 4 different colors. So I'm going to use the pink one just because it was on top, and I've taken the cardboard out of the package. So I am just going to put the cardboard down, and I'm going to trace this out. I'm going to just use this bunny for a template. So I'm just going to trace this out. I knew it would fit on this cardboard because it's the cardboard out of the packaging. And I can't afford to throw anything away right now, simply because I can't go shopping. I can't. We're under quarantine, of course, because we arrived we weren't even thinking about it. I got laid off. I was laid off for a week, found out that everybody else had been laid off as well. I work at a resort. It was closed down. And I'm just looking for the scissors. Everything's kind of just around me. I've got one small table in my craft room, which is what you're looking at, and it's not very big. And I actually even have my tins with my pens and my scissors and things like that just sitting on the windowsill in front of me. So yeah, very, very limited crafting supplies is what I have. So, I mean, I have quite a bit, but still very limited to what I'm used to. I probably got about 25% of my crafting stuff here. I brought a little bit out at Christmas when we came out at Christmas so that I'd have some things to do. And I brought out like parts of paper pads, things like that. Oh, sorry, I just hit the camera. So I'm going to cut this out As you can see, that's what I'm trying to do. And I'll be right back. Okay, I have this cut out. Now, what I'm going to do is I have this plaid paper. It's just a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. It's from the Christmas plaids, actually, but it's a really beautiful gray tone, very much in keeping with the wall colors and things in my house currently. So I'm liking this, and this color, the outside of our house is a green siding, and this color will go nicely with that, the green siding with the white trim. So I'm going to take this pink bunny, and I'm just going to check out here because I kind of want these two lines to go down the middle of the bunny. So I'm going to lay this on here like this, and I'm going to cut it out on this side, or I'm going to draw it on this side because I want those two. Maybe what I'll do is, this is a nice heavy paper too. I think what I'll do, because I want to do it on the back, is I think what I'll do is I'll just cut this little wee tiny wee trim, and then I'm going to fold this down just like that, just to give myself a reference point. And then I'm going to put this, because this is right even, I'm going to put this bunny nice and straight right under those two lines. And hopefully when I get it cut out, I'll have a nice even run down. I think that's not quite straight. There. So let's hope. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to trace this. So anyway, like I was saying, I don't have hardly any craft supplies here. So I'm trying to make do, hence the using of my Christmas wreath. Thank goodness when I bought it, I decided to get a boxwood wreath and not a fir tree. Oh, I'm just going crazy on this tracing too. My table's, even my table's a little bit wobbly, but we use what we have to, right? We're in quarantine. We do what we gotta do. So I'll be right back. I'm just gonna cut this out as well. Okay, so I have my cardboard that I cut out from my template, and I have my bunny that I cut out from my template, and I am going to use Mod Podge to put these two together. And oh, I forgot to show you, these came in that kit as well. Some glitter glue, silver and purple. That's quite the good little kit for $2.50. So before I glue these together, I am going to take my cardboard template because it's a bit of a rough cut. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going around. I'm not trying to do this fancy or anything. I'm just going around all around the edge, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it because I'm cheating. I have discovered over the years that if I've got a little bit of a rough cut and I don't want things to show through, that if I put black on the edges, then I'm way, yeah, look how messy that is. I'm way less likely to notice it, and nobody else will for sure. Sometimes we just see things in our own DIYs because we know they're there, and that will bother us. But that's a little bit of the, you know, the perfectionist comes out, and sometimes, but I've learned over the years to let that perfectionism go, if that's a word. I'm not even sure if it is or not, but I've learned to let that go because my crafting is not here. It's not an outlet to stress me out. This is actually supposed to be my outlet to relieve stress. So if we make it stressful, then it'll be stressful. We don't have to make it that way. So I've done that, and then I'm just going to do this. The last thing I'm going to do is this. So I don't even know if you can see what I'm doing. Look, I'm just going around the whole outside edge. This is a very, very thin corrugated cardboard, the type that they use just as a backing in really cheap packaging. But like I said, I can't go shopping, so use what you have. I actually, since we've been on quarantine, and I thought I'd be able to come out here and go shopping and go to thrift stores. My plan was to pick up some furniture pieces, bring them back to the house, paint them, set them up in my craft room, get everything where I wanted it, put my supplies away, and then make another trip to Ontario. And because by then I would have been here for a while, I would make another trip to Ontario, and then I would there, see what I mean? So any place that this is going to show is going to be a nice finished black edge. This is very runny. It was the bottom of one of those great big quart size, like 32-ounce bottles of Mod Podge, and it was so thick that I could hardly use it anymore. So I just added some water, shook it up really good, put it in a used, I think it was a used, you know, the squirt mayonnaise bottle, or relish or something like that. And yeah, so I got to use the rest of it. Let's see if I can get this all lined up, or how I'm going to do it. There, if it's hanging over the back a little bit, I may have to cut it off. Let's see if I can get some of this off here to put on the front. It's not going to be an extravagant piece of decor. This is mostly just a chatty video while I craft with everybody. And yeah, so, and that's all this really is. It's not a tutorial. It's not a, you know, process video or anything like that. This is just what I'm doing because I don't have anything else to make this out of. And I kind of just want to show that anything will work. So I do have this, now I have this bunny. So I'm going to let it dry, and I'm going to see what else I can find to embellish it. I hope something. Okay, so this is all nice and dry. I'm just going to take my marker, and then I'm going to go back around the edges where this line got a little bit thinner, and I'm going to try to be a little more careful than I was when I was just doing it on the cardboard, because I don't want a whole bunch of slips and marks on this. And so there's a nice big line there, but you can see here that you know, I must not have gotten it on absolutely 100% straight. So, but that's okay. There. And here as well. It's really windy outside. That's what you can hear, is the wind. It's a rainy day, and I actually let this sit overnight and came back to it today, so, or came back to it the next day. So I want to have a yellow bow on here, but I don't have any wide yellow ribbon, but I do have 2 different colors of yellow in this. A little one, just a little one with this. So I'm going to take this and I am just going to make 2 loops. And then I'm going to see if I can tie them together just like this. I lost my other side right there. And give it a tug. I just want this to be little, and I am going to just hot glue it right on top of the other one. So I'm just going to trim and trim. I'm going to tighten this one up like that, and I'm going to put my hot glue gun on, and then I am just going to add this to this like that, just for that little touch of yellow, because I think yellow must be my favorite springtime color. I have this little yellow daisy that I put some hot glue on, and I am going to put it right there in the middle of that. So that's what we have, this darker yellow just peeking out under the yellow daisy, the daisy, and the bow. So that's all the embellishment that this little bunny is gonna have. I still need to find some way to say hello spring, and I don't have any alpha stickers that will fit on here. So I believe it's going to have to be stamps, or let me think what I can do. Stamps, or I'm just going to have to hand write hello spring on here, and I think that's going to have to be my option. So I've put some lines, some guidelines on here with my pencil, and I'm going to do the best I can at putting some letters on here. So hello. And then let's see. Hello spring. That's the best that I'm going to be able to do with that. Now, one thing that I would like to do on here, though, is put some stitching all the way around my bunny. I'm going to try it with this. I'm going to start up here, just like this, and I am going to go just like this, just like that, all of the way around. there. Okay, now I'm going to take my eraser on my pencil. I'm going to put the lid back on this first. I'm going to take the eraser on my pencil and I am going to rub out these guidelines. There. A little bit right there still. Okay, so that's better. Yes, I like that. I love the stitching on the outside, kind of finishes it off. Now to attach it to my existing wreath. Okay, so here it is. It's on my front door, but to attach it to the wreath, isn't this pretty? This foliage on this wreath is just so pretty. But all I did to attach it was I put 2 tiny little holes with my crocodile here and in the ear here and in the ear up here, and then I put a little green wire through there and I wired it onto the wreath. It was really easy. So this is what it looks like on the front door. It's not quite big enough for the wreath, but it was the biggest. It took the whole 12-inch piece of paper. It's a big wreath, but I think it looks cute. It's much cuter than just the boxwood wreath. I mean, the boxwood wreath is gorgeous though, so I do like it. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a good old thumbs up. And everybody stay safe and stay healthy. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye for now, everybody. Take care.